The name of our dairy is Synergy Dairy, and we started in 2004. I'm Heather Jokey, and my husband Jay and I were both raised on dairy farms in Weaning County, and then we both ended up pursuing higher education at UW-Madison and worked in the allied agriculture industry for a few years after graduating from UW-Madison. The calling to return to our production ag roots got the best of us, and so we started looking for options. Ended up talking my parents into a partnership and found a dairy in Pulaski, Wisconsin, which is in Shawano County, that we wanted to purchase, and we bought that farm in partnership in 2004. In 2017, we bought my parents out, and we are the sole owners now here. And from our family involved on the dairy would be myself and my husband Jay and our three sons, Mason, Carter, and Evan. And then my dad is still mixing part-time feeding as well. Total herd size is about 650 cows with about 570 cows milking today. We do raise all of our own replacements here on the farm, as well as raising a few custom calves. Our goals during the wet calf phase are to gain 2.5 pounds per calf per day. And in all but the most extreme ends of the temperature spectrum, we're able to do that fairly consistently. The reason we want to raise the calves to grow so quickly is that we do quite a bit of embryo and flushing and IVF work on our heifer population, and we have learned getting those calves off to such a quick start, we get better embryo production, higher quality embryos, more embryos, and we can do that sooner in life due to the calf raising program. We also do market some calves, and we do show just a few calves as a hobby, so having the calves growthy helps in those departments as well. Through the years and a lot of experience, we have learned that there absolutely is no substitute for excellent colostrum management. We built a transition cow facility, an additional milk cow space in 2018, and one of the cornerstones of that is a fresh cow processing area. So our cows all calve on a group calving pack, but then we do have a pen right next door where we're able to separate the cow and the newborn calf together very quickly. From there, we do allow the cow to generally stay with the calf and lick the calf for about 20 minutes. We pasteurize all of our colostrum and then refrigerate and freeze it. Each calf gets a gallon of pasteurized colostrum that's been tested with a refractometer, so we know the quality is consistent. From there, we do have a weaned calf room where they receive their colostrum, get the navel dipped, strong iodine, and then we are pretty minimal on vaccinations, but our calves do receive one oral vaccine and one nasal vaccine at that time. In the wintertime, that room has a heated floor, so the calves are able to be very comfortable while they're drying. As soon as the calf is dry, then we do use paste for dehorning. So we trim the hair around the horn bud and apply the dehorning paste, and kind of try to do that in the same time frame where the calf is really sleepy from that big feeding of colostrum. 12 hours later, the calves do receive a half gallon of colostrum as well. From a newborn calf handling perspective, I said there's no replacement for excellent colostrum management, and since we started processing our own fresh cows and made colostrum processing a priority, we actually see very little scours in our calves. We maybe get about 5% of the calves that scour, and most of them do not require any treatment at all except for maybe some electrolytes. We've learned some lessons through the years with this accelerated calf feeding program, and our calves are fed 3 times a day. I would encourage you to give it a try. They get up to a gallon of pasteurized milk per feeding 3 times a day, so it is a lot of milk, and a lot of our growth comes from that milk. We have learned that in order to ensure we have proper rumen development, we have to do a longer, more carefully stepped down weaning process. So our weaning process is 3 weeks, and we just can't cut that short. We've learned that that's vital to make sure that the calves are eating adequate starter for good rumen development to keep them growing at that level post-weaning. There is no replacement for excellent colostrum management. Number 2 is a high plane of nutrition can help a calf overcome many, many challenges. They really deal with all of those challenges quite well because of the high level of nutrition that they're receiving. We went through and did the financial analysis on our calf feeding program, and we learned that it costs us $6 per day to raise our wet calves. And you may be really shocked at that number, but I think that if you crunch your numbers, you might be surprised that it's probably not that much more than average. We feel that that investment serves us really well. Following through with that, it costs us $2,020 to raise a replacement through to entering the milking string. Because of the investment we have in these calves, we are trying to raise every single calf that we want to keep to the best level that we can. Because we know that they're the ones that are going to be the future of the herd, we're willing to make that investment.